All right, let's take a look at discussion 10.6. So 10.6 says the harder you hit the brakes while driving forward, the more the front end of your car will move down and the rear end will move up. Why? And then what happens when it accelerates forward? And why do drag racers not use front-wheel drive cars? Okay, so when I'm stopping, the force of friction is acting backwards. And because it's acting backwards and not perpendicular to the line from the center of mass of my car to that point, but at kind of an angle, that means there's going to be part of that force that's causing a torque on my vehicle about the center of mass. And that torque is going to cause my car to want to rotate. And so when I'm stopping, it's going to try and rotate the front end down, the back end up. And the inverse happens when I'm speeding up. Those forces of friction are going to cause my car to rotate the other direction. The front end's going to come up, the back end's going to go down. Now when I apply this to a drag race car, that friction is going to cause that car to want to rotate. And so those front wheels are going to want to start to lift off the ground, meaning the normal force is going to decrease on the front end of the car and increase on the back end of the car. Same thing for a regular car, okay? Now, when that happens, force of friction, you'll remember, is mu times the normal force. So the normal force gets smaller on the front wheels, so then the force of friction gets smaller. And if I want to win a drag race, I want as much friction accelerating my car forward as possible. So I'm going to want rear wheel drive so that a lot of that friction gets put on those back tires. They also make them very long because now that's less likely to lift up off the ground because it's got a big torque to hold it down with gravity. There you go.